All right, here you go. Now, listen carefully. Okay, the good thing is it's your first module, so everybody's like dialed in and everything. But okay, listen. There's a video here I want you to watch. Okay, I always get a text or an email. Text me 209-262-5196. Ms. Gonzalez, the video does not work on my PowerPoint. Okay, email Miss Gonzalez. Miss Gonzalez, the video is not working on my PowerPoint, okay? Because you're watching my video. So the video within the video is not going to play. Hence, that is why I put two different PowerPoints, a link to a PowerPoint and the other actual PowerPoint, so you can go back to those and play. So when you play this one here, right, about the Supreme
Old
Court.
TV shows made it seem really easy to appeal to the Supreme Court, like when this lady wanted to fight her speeding ticket.
And I want you to know,
I am going to win this case. If not here,
I want to know, okay, after you watch this case, on how a case gets to the Supreme Court. I'm going to fix this right here. This is a situation I don't like, okay? How a case gets to the Supreme Court. I want to know, okay, from your opinion of watching it. Okay, Sally, I'm going to ask you this question, okay? You're in my class, Sally. What is your opinion of how a case gets to the Supreme Court? I want your opinion. What does that mean? Opinion means what is going on in your noggin here. It does not mean, oh, the Supreme Court case law, blah, 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 research. No. Watch the video. Tell me in your own words what's happened, okay? So, judicial opinions construe the constitutionality. Now, what happened with the Y just hanging out there? You see that? Not the situation. There we go. Meaning an effect of the constitutional and statutory provisions. All right? The opinions that come out of the court, meaning they're ruling on whether other court decisions are going to be right or wrong. Like right now, what's going on with the election, that they're ruling on what's happening with the election and what's happening there, okay? Or if somebody's rights were violated, it makes it all the way up to the Supreme Court, okay? All right. So, goals of the justice system. What are the goals of the justice system? Obviously, we want to stop crime, right? How's that working out for everybody? When has crime started? Let's look at the history of crime, right? What's the actual goals of crime, of getting the justice system, right? It says criminal justice professionals generally are oriented in two of the opposite directions: law and order and individual rights. Okay, so we want to stop crime, right? Stop crime. We've got all kinds of laws on the books. Laws. You guys will be learning about all kinds of laws, right? So the laws are on the books. There's the people that are law and order, violate the law, going to pay the price, right? Violate the law, there's punishment. No matter what the circumstances, law and order. However, like I said, on the other side, individuals' rights. Oh, well, the police officer shouldn't be able to search my car, even though I smell like marijuana, I'm carrying 100 pounds in it. Why are you going to search my car? It's right. I have the right to, have my marijuana, and here's my little note from the doctor because my little pinky toe hurts, therefore I need 40 pounds of marijuana because my pinky toe hurts, right? So you don't want your car searched because you have your little paper. You get to act like you're Cheech and Chong, right? But that's not the case. So people are concerned about their individual rights being violated. So right now I'm at my mom's house, right? I'm sitting here. There's a knock on the door. Bang, 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 bang. The police are here. Hi, police. How you doing? I want to come in and search your house. Why? Okay? They cannot just walk in here and search. They cannot. We can say come in and search. Absolutely consent, right? They can say, oh, I have a warrant because you guys have been doing some bad stuff. Warrant states that they can search all these different places, right? Or there's an emergency going on here and they have exigent circumstances, right? So they look at the person's individual rights as opposed to law and order, because what rights do they have as an individual that the police cannot violate, all right? Again, pragmatic goals, preventing crime. There we go. All right? How are we going to do it? I've been alive on this earth 55 years, right? 55 years, pretty good. Crime was happening, I'm pretty sure, right, Mom, when I was a baby? That's right. See, Mom says when I was a baby, there was crime going on. I can tell you now, there's still crime today. So how do we prevent it? We've been trying to prevent it since time has started, right? It's kind of control chaos. Control chaos. We have all these laws, and it's just a miracle, and thank God that everybody doesn't go running rampant like a bunch of banshees, right? I can do whatever I want, but there are banshee criminals that think they can, and they're just going out and doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, so we want to prevent crime. I'm going to ask you a question, all right? Because there's already laws in the books. You guys know if you murder somebody, you can get the death penalty. Even though you get the death penalty, you may not die in the chambers because right now Governor Newsom, again, individual rights, right, does not like it. So nobody's going to die in the death penalty even though you get the death penalty, okay? So you know if you do something bad, right, you're going to suffer the consequences. It's just what it is, right? I learned early on that if I did something bad, there was consequences to pay, right? It's just what it is. Diverting offenders. Not all crime, even though it happens to you, is like, oh my gosh, my car got broken into and they stole all my stuff, right? I've been a victim of a crime too. Pisses you off, right? Got to your car, you work hard for it, all your stuff's gone. Just got some really cool glasses, Oakley stole those, right? It's like, what the? Okay, totally different. Diverting that individual, hey, bad guy, don't do that again. We got coronavirus going on in the jails, so don't do that, bad guy. Get out of here, right? Bad guys, woo, party on, rock star, right? And as opposed to, that's a diversion, right? There's not enough. I'm telling you right now, there's not enough room in the jails for everybody. As opposed to Mr. Bad Guy here goes and chops off an arm of some teenager who's just walking around, right? And leaves her armless. Totally different. Are we going to divert him? Absolutely not. He's going to be held accountable to the maximum that's allowed by law for punishment, all right? Again, we talk about deterring crimes again. Well, we already did that. We want to prevent them. Preventing them, absolutely no crime's going to happen, right? We give all these preventions. Deterring crimes, maybe make sure there's not stuff that people can do overall to make them want to commit a crime. When they walk by a car in the parking lot of the mall and they look inside and they, oh, look, there's a laptop. Oh, somebody left their purse, right? And now they want to break in. However, look at all these cameras everywhere, right? Maybe I shouldn't do that, right? Because it's a deterrent, like, oh, I'm going to get caught. Miss Gonzalez said I can go to jail, right? Maybe I shouldn't do it. So maybe you shouldn't do it, right? Shouldn't do it because it's the wrong thing to do. Ever since we've been in kindergarten, right? Preschool. Rules, 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 right? Some people, ever since kindergarten, preschool, rules did not apply to them. Now they're big people, and now the rules still don't apply to them. So those getting into law enforcement have to hold those accountable who don't want to follow the rules and go out there and commit crime, right? And you want to control the criminal, right? That's a goal. How do we control the criminal? How are we going to control the criminal? Can't keep them in jail. 90% of the people who go to jail all come out, right? How are you going to control them? Once they go in and they come out, 90% are reoffenders, right? So if we're trying to control the criminals and they say between 80 and 90% go back in once they come out, how do we control them? Sally, question to you, how do we control them, right? So not only Sally's answer, everybody else answers the question too. You guys will learn this, okay? There's another question I'm asking in class, all right? So we control a criminal. It's already a criminal, already been through the justice system. How do you control that? How is that possible to control a criminal? What should we do, right? Then we go back to individual rights. Man, it'd be great, just get them all right. All criminals, we're shipping you off to Criminal Island. You commit a crime, all criminals are going to go to Criminal Island. Oh my gosh, what? Ms. Gonzalez, you can't do that. This is America. I have my rights, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to always have criminals. Like my mom said, there was crime when I was born, still crime now. So how do we control criminals? How is that possible, right? Are there people who commit crimes and have rehabilitated? Yes, very few, okay? I know one person during my 33 years of law enforcement who converted to the other side. Ms. Gonzalez, thank you so much for arresting me. My life turned around that day. I have now done A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P. Okay? So good for you, criminal. Now you're a productive member of society. All right? Everybody else, talked to the local jails when we did a tour through there, right? They said that they've had generational criminals come in. Grandpa's in jail, daddy's in jail, and grandson's in jail. 3 generations. Right? Born in a life of crime, does that mean that you have to become a criminal just because dad's a criminal, grandpa's a criminal? No. All right. And then once they're out, the offenders, maybe we can rehabilitate them. Get them to do something to help other people out, right? They're passing a law, I think, this year, if I remember correctly, that if you're a criminal and you fight fires while in prison, that when you come out, you can help be a firefighter on the other side, so you already have a job ready to rock and roll. Okay? All right. Wow, we're only on slide 6. We gotta, come on. We gotta move on here. First chapter. They're not all like this, right? We're just starting to get into the meats and potatoes and blah, 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 and I'm telling you stories and this and that, okay? So let's go on to the next module. Click off here and we'll move on. Or go take a break or go shopping, take care of the kids, come back later. Bye.